Hi guys, how are you today? Today we're going to be refilming a video that we filmed a couple of weeks ago now. A week ago now?
A week ago.
About a week ago. And we're filming this a little bit differently. We usually do it on StreamYard, but sometimes if our internet connection goes down or whatever, we can be missing the footage, and so we don't want to risk it. So today I'm going to be FaceTiming Harper at the same time that I'm filming. Harper's right under this camera here, and or my computer, and then they are also doing the same thing. But before I get started, hi, my name is Karina from Two Plantitas. I am one of the plantitas of the channel, and today we're going to be filming it was supposed to be an unboxing, but we're just going to show you the plants that we swapped. We have been doing a yearly swap. This would be our second one. We're probably going to do another one towards the end of the summer, beginning of fall, just because it's too hot right now to ship stuff. And we kind of learned that the hard way this time around. But anyways, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Harper, the other two plantita. Anyway, yeah, so we're refilming this because the audio was shot, so that's what we have to do.
Yeah, but it kind of worked out, I think, if you think about it, because I look cuter because I was looking like a potato, and also our plants have time to kind of settle in because the shipping was not the best. Mine came through a little bit better. I don't think I've lost anyone yet, but there definitely were some really sad plants, and I think they've had time to adjust to their new environments now. They're all potted up, they look a lot better, so I think it kind of worked out.
I mean, I don't know if mine look better per se, but a lot of them have babies, which means they're doing better.
They're doing better. Okay, and I think that's what counts. So
there's some hope.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah. All right, so this one's right in front of me. So we're gonna do the pink princess. I did not think this little baby was going to come out, but it did. And it's having another little baby. Obviously, during shipping, the leaves got crushed. This one's still kind of hanging on, and I might chop this off. This thing's really not looking too good, but otherwise, doing pretty good. Has nice variegation on the stem, as you can see. Yeah, and it's in hydro. All of mine are in hydro. I think, no, I've had one plant die, but that was purely out of my neglect.
Which one was it?
The other zigzag cactus. No, the euphoria. The euphoria. Euphorbia.
Oh, so I want to start with the one of mine that didn't make it all the way. That is the verrucosum. I'm checking on the roots now. It looks pretty good. A lot of the nodes are activating and stuff. But this is how I have this one set up right now. I have it in vermiculite with a little reservoir of chunky perlite, and this is the philodendron verrucosum. I will find a picture of a baby plant of that, because this is what this was, and put it somewhere on the screen right now. But this is 3 nodes in here, and I hadn't checked them until just now, and one of them has a little active growth. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the little node right there, the little boop, and then the other ones have a little bit of, this one is definitely getting some roots. I don't know how well this is going to pick up, but that one's definitely growing some roots there. And this one I have in my greenhouse just because I want to give it the best chance possible. I've been trying to transfer all of my greenhouse plants into the outside because I just kind of want to see them all, obviously. But so far so good. I mean, I did have to chop her out. The leaf was completely gone with the heat. My box did sit out 2 hours in the sun, and it was 100-degree day, so I'm not even surprised that this delicate plant didn't quite make it. But again, it has they all have active nodes, active growth points, and 2 of the 3 are already starting to root up, and they've only been in here for about a week or so, so it's from here on up. So I'm excited to see the growth, and I'm excited to see the first leaf pop, and I'm probably gonna lose my mind when it does, but this would be my first plant.
Also, the baby verrucosum leaves are very adorable. Okay, so this one is, I blinked on this one the other day. What is it? A velvet,
Black velvet.
black velvet alocasia. And this one, the stem snapped, but it didn't snap all the way. So this is the leaf that has, what is it, variegation on it? You can kind of see right there. So I wanted to save it just because it was, you know, and it actually did work out, but now I can't take that tape off, so it's permanently on there. But everyone's like really perky. I mean, they were slouching a lot before, so everyone seems to be doing pretty good. This is like the newest, there are 2 plants in here, but this is the newest little baby leaf. Otherwise, it's not, the damage is, you know, not great, but not bad. I like it.
I lost you for a second there, but that's okay. We'll just keep moving on because you don't have to tell me. You already told me how you feel about the plants. But do you want to tell them a funny story about that plant, that it was variegated? Like it just shot up variegation for no reason?
Oh yeah, so I did show them the variegated leaf. Okay, so yeah, this little leaf right here shot up variegation for no apparent reason. It's never been variegated before. It never came from a variegated plant, and somehow Karina keeps on making plants go variegated. So I'm a little bit jealous, but as long as I get the plant, that's okay.
All right, for my second plant, I think I'm gonna hold off with the big plants towards the end. But for my second plant, I have the Syndapsis tattoo, and this is what that looks like. It looks a little bit sad. I have it in vermiculite again, and it is throwing out, both of them are throwing out a new leaf, so I'm taking that as a good sign. I think this is just, again, because they were in the heat for so long. I don't think they've perked up at all, but it does have new growth. I have not checked the roots. I probably should. Okay, there's a little something happening down here. There's a little something happening. So again, they look pretty sad, but as long as they're like rooting up and their nodes are activated, I'm happy with it. I'm not too good at syndapsis. I think I unalived a moonlight syndapsis, which is one of the most basic ones. And I have I don't remember, I have another one of the speckled ones. If you hear my child in the back, sorry, he lives here. But what's it called? So I'm kind of excited but also nervous about this one because I'm not that good at synapses, and I love the way their leaves look. I just haven't bought myself any because I just know that it's like inevitable that they're gonna croak on me. So this one I'm super excited about. The leaves are so much different than any other synapses, I think, and it's just like so pretty. Obviously these leaves don't do it justice because they've been through some stuff, but I can't wait for it to pop the new leaf and just like completely take off. I think I got the hold of the care for syndapsis. I have one that's doing pretty well, so crossing my fingers this one does too. But that's my second plant.
Yeah, also my leaves look like that. Like regularly they kind of curl up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the way it is. It doesn't look too bad, and you know, from what my other plant looks like. So.
Oh, okay.
Is this a philodendron silver stripe?
Let me see. Yeah.
The one with no leaves?
No, that is a shoot.
This is the silver stripe though, for sure. I just don't know where
it is a silver stripe, but it's not a philodendron.
It's not a philodendron. All right, we'll just say silver.
It's called a pothos silver stripe, I think.
A pothos silver stripe, okay.
Yeah.
Or epipremnum silver stripe?
Epipremnum silver stripe. Yes.
Okay. So this is the epipremnum silver stripe. This is kind of the only leaf that made it. All the rest of them are no longer on the stem, but the stem is still plump. There's something going on up there, so I'm actually pretty excited for this one. I've been looking for them in Lowe's and Home Depot, but it seems like only in Karina's area that they are available in that area, so it kind of bums me out. But this plant used to be super lush, but in transit the leaves got very, very damaged. Yours looks
better than mine because mine completely croaked on me. Like it just was like, I don't like it here. I hate this repot. I'm not here for it, and it just croaked. So I have like 2 nodes in water right now. Are they going to make it? I'm not holding my breath, but yours looks way better than mine does. So there's that. Okay, my third plant, I guess I can do these together because they're kind of like the same plant. But these are the Hoya Polyneura. This is the regular Hoya Polyneura. And as you can see, super perky. Also in a combo of chunky perlite and vermiculite, and it's doing pretty good. I see something happening on this one. I cut it. It was 2 notes. I cut them into single notes, stuck them in the thing. And then also the variegated Polyneura, which I was really excited about both of these because I have all. This is one of my wish list plants. Both of them are. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And look at that tiny leaf. It hasn't given me, this one hasn't given me any growth either, but you know, Hoyas usually take a little bit longer, which is fine. I have pretty good luck with Hoya, so I have full faith that these will be okay. They just need to like get settled in a little bit, and I'm excited to have like big bushy plants of this. It's so pretty. It just reminds me like of a mermaid or something. I think that's what this is called, huh? The mermaid's tail or something like that.
Fancy goldfish tail, I thought.
Oh, okay. Something like that. But I'm super excited. This one is definitely more perkier than this one, but they're both, considering they were a little, not mushy, but like they were very limp and sad when I got them because, again, the heat. They're doing pretty well. So I'm excited for these, and I cannot wait to have big bushy plants of these. And I have been obsessed with Hoya lately, so these are like an extra, like, special treat. So yeah.
And this is the Epipremnum neon. Is that what this
Yes.
is? Okay.
Epipremnum pinnatum neon.
Yeah, I say Epipremnum pinnatum is kind of an awful word this way. Oh, it has a baby. Oh, it has 2 babies. Okay, anyway.
Oh, baby.
It's got a lot of babies. Okay. Okay, so this is the Epipremnum neon. And this is the one that I was bought in like a full pot of, and then Karina took out some cuttings of it. But there's a little baby here and a little baby right here, so it seems to be liking the environment. They're all, by the way, they are all on heating pads, on like seedling pads, and they all have like light above them, so to make sure that they have every single chance of surviving. But yeah, this is definitely one I'm like super excited about to get on a pole so it can fenestrate and look so beautiful.
Yeah. Mine is climbing up a pole right now, and it's actually doing pretty well, so I'm excited about that. Keeping with the Hoya theme on my side, this is a Hoya, hold please, this is a Hoya crassipetiolata, I don't know, crassipetiolata splash, and this is what that looks like, and this is what I would consider a trash can Hoya. If you consume other people's planting content, you know that Unplanned Parenthood, or Charmaine, or she refers to herself as Charmin. That's what she calls any Hoya that kind of looks like this. That's what she refers to it as. And I think she was one of the main reasons why I started falling in love with Hoyas. And so I'm super excited for this one. Like, super excited. I have some that are showing some new growth right now that have similar leaf textures or like veining. And so I'm like super excited to have this one. I think this one's the one that was like the hardiest whenever it showed up. And this one I have in a super chunky mix, a soil mix, and then obviously like in a cute little white pot, because how adorable is that? But yeah, I'm just so excited about the Hoyas. Like, I'm just in love. I could just stare at them all day. So yeah.
All right, next on my list is, oh, hopefully that doesn't. Okay, so I made a humidity dome out of an upside down Starbucks cup. I don't know why I've never thought about this, but I just thought about it the other day, and look at it now. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this little baby out. This is a Syngonium. What was, just pink or?
A pink Syngonium, yeah.
Just a pink Syngonium, okay. So this is just pink Syngonium. So none of the leaves made it, but it has a baby leaf coming in right there. I totally thought it was a goner, but nope, it's coming through. It's in 100% humidity, so hopefully I get it to sprout out.
I'm so excited for you with that one. I think it definitely is like a little bit of a slower grower, but once it comes out, it's like the leaves are so just like pretty and unique in my opinion. They almost look like satin. It's pretty cool.
What does yours look like?
Mine, I have like two, I think. Hold, please. Here's mine. Mine is also in hydro. It actually needs to be repotted. But this is what most of the leaves look like when they come out, and then they slowly like start fading into like this and this. But when they come out, they almost look like satin, like velvet. Like so pretty. And they take this one's having a baby right now. Two babies actually. They take a hot second. This one needs to desperately be repotted. Look at that. But I have it in a combination of perlite and then just obviously in a little like reservoir type situation. But this is what that plant originally looks like. And I had another one in soil, but I don't know what happened. I think my child was like messing with it, which he usually doesn't. And it just was like, I don't like it here. And I was like, okay, I feel that. So yeah. This one I originally said that I didn't want, and right now we're having issues with, not issues, but like we're trying to figure out what it is, because Harper believes it's a Hoya Bella, but I don't think it's a Hoya Bella, because Hoya Bella have a tendency of being more grown out, like kind of like a Hoya Polyneura, where they're like straight across from each other. They don't necessarily grow like sporadically like this. We'll figure out the name later. But this is what it looks like. When Harper showed it to me, I was like, I don't want that. It looks boring, blah, blah, blah. But then when I saw it in person, I was like, okay, that's actually really, really pretty. And I'm glad that they sent it to me, even if I didn't want it, because it's super cute. And it's obviously going to be a super bushy plant. I also have this one in a combo of chunky perlite and vermiculum. And it looks pretty happy in here, actually. This was one of the ones that was in better condition whenever I received it. It didn't get too damaged by the heat. So super pretty, super bushy, just so cute. So yeah. Hoya Bella variegated maybe, or Hoya, I can't pronounce the name. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But this is what that looks like.
All right, next one is a painted lady Hoya. And so this is the only leaf that survived, but it's growing the smallest leaves I've ever seen in my life. Right there. So it seems to be doing good, doing happy. Yep.
Okay, next I have this one. I don't remember what you said this one is called. Oh yeah, the Hoya Coroniana Black.
Yeah. Yep.
And this planter is just, I've had this for forever. It doesn't have any drainage, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'll just like check with a toothpick or something how wet this is. But look at how dark the edges of these leaves are. Like, I wish my camera would focus better, but it's just so pretty. And I love anything with like a dark foliage, so I'm like super happy. This one already has a new little boop. I doubt that you're gonna be able to see it, but it's like right there, like literally right next to my finger. It has a little boop coming out already, and I'm so excited for that. And this one I have in a chunky soil mix. But yeah, this one I was just like, yes, I want it, thank you. And I'm happy. Like, it's so tiny. It's such a little baby plant.
All right, this next one is an Anthurium Baccheri, or Baccheri, not sure. This is actually one of my favorites at the moment. Let's see, there's a little damage on this one, but I'll keep it around, why not? And it does look like it's kind of working on a little baby right there, because it is coming out of the stem of a leaf that fell off. So, keeping my hopes high. This one is in regular humidity, so I'll probably put it in a cabinet later on, because I want this one to survive more than any of them. Not that I don't love everybody the same.
Don't tell the rest of them that. Now that one is actually a semi-pendant Ethereum, and I found it for like $20, and there was 2 plants on there, so obviously I had to send one to Harper. Mine is doing pretty good too. It looks pretty. It's getting there. It's getting to a bushy status, but like it's my first long leaf Ethereum, and I just am obsessed. So yeah. Next, this is the Hoya New Guinea Ghost, and I got, just look at that. Just look at it. Just, my God. Look at that shiny, shiny silver leaf. I cannot with this. This is so gorgeous. I think I saw like roots on this already, which is insane. But this was a little bit rooted already. That's why I put it in soil. And it's doing great. It's pretty plump. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. She is the moment. She is, what is it? What's the saying? I don't know. She is the moment. She's the superstar. Look at that. Just look at it. It's so pretty. I have her no drainage, so I'm being really careful about how much I water and making sure it dries almost completely out before I water it again. But I'm so excited about this one. I'm like so excited. I can't wait to have enough leaves to put it on the trellis and just make it look all gorgeous and beautiful, because oh my gosh, look at that.
Next one up is a tiny little baby. This is the Anthurium Brazil. Is this also a semi-pendant one as
yes.
well? Okay. So a semi-pendant one. That's what the little leaves look like. So the other two fell off, but I just kind of kept the stems there. But yeah, I just saw this morning, or I think last night. I was like, she loves me. I'm so excited. She's so tiny. I was like, this is totally not gonna make it, but it's fine.
Mine is pretty tiny too. So also, fun fact, I put mine in regular room humidity. I put one of mine because I think I have 3, because there was like 2 itty bitty plants and 2 like medium sized plants. So I sent one of the medium ones to Harper, and I kept one of the medium ones in my greenhouse, and then I have 2 little ones, one in the greenhouse, one outside the greenhouse, and the one outside the greenhouse is actually doing pretty good, so I'm kind of excited for that. Next I have another, what did you say this one was? This is the Hoya, the one that I did. The what?
Hoya australis.
Hoya australis. Also, I thought that I didn't want this. Like, I was just like, that looks like so boring to me. I don't know, but upon further inspection, I can't talk.
Inspection.
Upon further inspection, there we go. These leaves are actually pretty bomb. Like, the mature ones are more like leathery, but the new leaf is more satiny. I'm pretty sure you can tell the texture difference on the camera here, and then the veining too, it's kind of like beautiful, and I was just like, I don't want that, that's boring. But I'm pleasantly surprised. She also had some roots already, so I just went ahead and put her in some chunky soil, and I need to find a cover pot, but for now this is okay, I think. So that's my other plant.
Next one is the Alocasia Quilted Dreams. It's a baby. It made it with almost no damage. The tip is probably damaged from humidity, so that wasn't really from mailing. But look how gorgeous. I'm actually pretty excited about this because this one will look like a Hoya Peru eventually. A Hoya Peru. Look at me mixing everything together. You know what I mean. Nobody knows what I mean. Anyway. A Monstera Peru. I compare everything that has any type of texture on the leaf to a Hoya Peru. That's my new name now.
Anything with texture on it is a Peru.
It's a Peru. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks like a Peru to me.
It does not, but okay.
Next, I have the Syngonium Pink Splash, right?
Yes.
And I just, chef's kiss. I have seen this plant everywhere, and I'm just like, it's so pretty, and I've seen it in person a few times at the nursery, but it's like way expensive, and so I couldn't pass up the chance at getting my claws on one of these because just look at it. Like, look at how beautiful that is. The splashing is just, I'm in love. I'm in love. I don't even have to say anything about it. Look at it. Just look at it. It's so pretty. This one is also in a chunky mix soil with heavy on the chunky perlite and the bark. So super pretty. Also need to find a little cover pot for it.
All right, up next we have a variegated euphorbia corn on the cob. I don't know if I said variegated, but I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Look how adorable this is. I really hope this one makes it. You never know with succulents whether they're gonna be okay until they're just not okay, and then they're mush. So this one, I don't want to get poked. It's still firm, so we're still doing okay. Because I want to see this puppy grow big. How big does this grow?
I actually don't know. I think they get more bushier than big. They grow babies to the side.
Next, I want to talk about this one, and this one has to be one of my favorite ones, I think. And I didn't think I was going to like it this much, but turns out I do. This is a variegated peace lily, or domino peace lily. Just gave me this new leaf here. That's why it's like super shiny. It's not fully hardened yet. It's already rooting up perfectly into here. Like, it's just doing its thing already, and it's just like super, it's so pretty. I feel like this is one of the most like underrated plants ever. And I'd seen it in person before for sure, but again, it was too expensive for me at my nurseries anyways. But it just, something about the foliage. I don't personally like the flower. The flower freaks me out a little bit, but we'll just let this do its thing because look at that foliage. I'll take the flower every now and then for this foliage. Like, it's so pretty. I love it so much. But it's chilling here in a little, in a chunky perlite. Just loving life. Also, if you hear my toddler, I'll try to mute him as much as I can. But you know what? This is his house. We have a really small house. Ain't much I can do about it. So, Harbor knows.
This is a euphorbia trigona. We do not know. Anyway, look how adorable it is. It has little waist going on here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited about this one. I did unalive the other one. It has variegation coming from the outside, so I did way too much to it, and it was like, no, we're not doing that. So anyway, it's gone. But this one's still living. This one's still doing pretty good. Still firm, hopefully. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Still doing well.
I think that's the biggest one out of the two anyways.
Okay, next I'm going to be showing the philodendron white knight, you said?
I call it the white wizard accidentally, but I'm pretty sure it's the white knight.
Yeah, philodendron white knight. Whenever it was shipped, it was unfurling this one. That's why it has a little bit of damage. But the stem that the leaf is coming out of is almost completely white. So there will be some variegation to this one here soon. I think it just needed to get adjusted, and I think it's so pretty. It's the shape of the leaf is a lot different than other philodendrons that I own, like the Painted Lady, the Prince of Orange, the Bloody Mary. I have a few philodendrons clearly, but the shape of the leaf is a lot rounder, and I think that makes this plant extra interesting to me. This one I have in a chunky soil mix, and it's just looking so cute, like in this little pot and everything. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm hoping that he grows for me out here in regular room humidity, because again, I'm kind of low-key trying to get rid of my greenhouse, and I just want to be able to see my plants every day. I can't enjoy them the same if they're in the greenhouse. But a lot of my philodendrons, I unfortunately do have to keep in the greenhouse so that they don't have issues unfurling like this leaf here. So I'm excited, but also a little like worried about it because I don't want to have to put it in the greenhouse. But if I do have to, I guess I will, because look at how cute he is. Like, he's so handsome. I love this so much. But that was my next plant.
Next one is an Apuntia variegated maverick, or a maverick variegated. Anyway, he's saying hello. no. One of them, this one did break off. I'm trying to make it like act like a succulent, but that's not working, so it's probably this is it. But I do see kind of like a little toofy thing coming off of it, so I think it might be doing something. I mean, it looks very cute.
As little like little dots, and then they slowly start like growing and unfurling, sort of like mine. I don't know how to explain it, but they start like almost closed off like this, like a little ball, and then they start like opening up, and they kind of like go like this. They stand up.
Okay.
Super interesting to watch. Like mine is doing that right now. So I was just like, excuse me, what is this? But that's just how it goes. I just didn't know.
It's one of the most interesting ones. So hopefully this one survives.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, you'll just chop that one up.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one.
Cute little bit.
Okay, my next plant is one of my wish list plants for sure. And I've been wanting this plant for the longest. And oh my gosh, it's already rooting up in here. What? I've been wanting this plant for the longest. It is the philodendron biliaceae. Dude, you good? You just slipped and acted like nothing. So this is the philodendron biliaceae, and it's just, again, I'm like a sucker for these type of leaves, like the longer leaves. Super excited. It is currently pushing out a baby. I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's doing great. So far I lost, I think it must have been like one of the very first leaves. Also because of it sitting out in the heat, but again, it's already like rooting. You're not gonna be able to see it too well because of the label that I have on it on here, but like you can see the fuzzy root here going down. It's just like hanging out, doing its thing, and I'm so excited for it. I have it in a mix of a little bit of vermiculite as well as chunky perlite, and I do keep this reservoir full here, like the plate. I had it on a cute little cover pot, but it actually started leaking. This one started leaking. I guess it was cracked, so I just put holes in it, and then I keep it on here. But I am going to try to find it like a cute square cover pot. For now, he's happy in here. I mean, he's happy enough to push out a baby. And
all right, this is the saddest one of the bunch. That's why I'm holding it for last. You're like, what is this? Is this even a plant? It is actually a syngonium. What is it?
Red arrow.
Oh, just like in the name. A syngonium red arrow, but right now it's a syngonium crushed arrow. So it'll do something, I'm hoping. Who knows?
That one is pretty hardy. I have faith for it because remember how I got the bushy plant?
You're cursing it.
No, I'm not. I have faith for it because, like, listen, so when I first got it, you remember that I took some of it for me and I put it up on a plank, and then I didn't like it, so I put it on a pole, and then I didn't like that, so I took it off, and I just, like, chopped it all up for in water, and now it's in Lucca, and it's just survived the whole ride. So I have a lot of faith for that one.
3 plants left. I don't even know which one to do next. I guess I'll do this one because it's the closest. This is the philodendron Florida green, and just look at this leaf. Just look at it. Harper actually sent me 2 of these leaves, but the other one was like, I am Gucci, I don't want to be here, thank you for the invitation, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave. And so I chopped out that stem and I put it in chunky perlite and vermiculite in my greenhouse. I haven't checked on it. I probably should, but it's in there. It probably will like be okay. This one is in just chunky perlite, and I don't see any movement quite yet, but it's only been a week. As long as the leaf is firm, it should be fine. But just look at this huge, just where even am I? Like, how? I cannot. This is beautiful. Are you laughing at me? I'm just so excited because look at it. I know you're used to these big old leaves, but I'm not. Okay, so my next one is the philodendron plumanii, and again, look at this leaf. Like, excuse me, it's the size of my face. This one was a little bit damaged in transit. It looked very, very sad. Right now I have her like with a little bamboo stick here because I just, wanted to give it some support. Also, doesn't seem to have any movement, but there is like a baby coming in here, so I'm hoping soon it'll start pushing that baby out, and I'll put her in like a longer pot or something, as long as it starts like working on the roots and stuff. Because this is a crawler, right? That's what you said. So again, just look at these giant. I can't. It's just, and also the petiole is very unique. Like, it's like flat and wide and ribbly. I love this. And my last plant is the philodendron jungle boogie, which is unfurling a new leaf, not fully unfurled yet. I have another one of these leaves in just water. This one is in chunky perlite. Still no movement for this one either, but I don't even care because look at these long leaves. Like, just look at that. Just, it's so pretty. Like, so the shape of this is so unique, and just the green, the shade of green is different, I think, from other plants. I don't know. I'm just obsessed. So obsessed. But can't wait for this one to get bigger. Where am I gonna put it? No clue. But this is just so pretty to me, and I love it. So thank you, Harper. And that's what my son calls Harper. Harper. Yeah, I think that's it. That is it. It was definitely like this swap was a little bit, there was a lot more pressure because we had a lot of, like, last year Harper sent me pretty good plants, like really good plants. Some of my favorites, like my chia pins, which is growing out of control back there, and the variegated burmars, which is right here, also growing out of control. But last year I didn't have any like super unique plants to send you like I kind of did this year, so it was definitely a lot more pressure, and I was so bummed when Harper said that their box had been like squished and squashed by the mail. And so next time what I'm definitely gonna do is buy like some fragile labels or like some live plants labels or something, and like put them on the box to make sure that everything gets there like safe and sound, because it was kind of a bummer. And for as much as we pay for shipping and stuff, it was kind of like the least you can do is deliver our stuff in one piece, right? But that was not the case this time. I think Harper did like file a complaint, if I'm not mistaken. So next time for sure I will leave. I did also have to take most of Harper's plants out of humidity domes. I had originally packed them, that was our past video, packed them in like humidity domes to make sure like they stayed as healthy as possible, and I watered them a few days prior to mailing them out. But because the boxes are so small, and I couldn't afford to send like a second box, because a bitch is poor, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out. It should be fine, it should be okay. And little did I know we were gonna get the worst like travel ever of their box. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but I do have doubles for anything that does not make it, which like the euphorbia or whatever. I think we're gonna have to let mine grow for a little bit, the one that croaked on you. But I should be able to send you a piece maybe next year. A little piece maybe next year if I find another one for like super affordable like I did this one. But yeah, anything else you want to say?
Nope, that is about it.
Okay, do you want to talk about like any of the videos we have coming up?
The next video we have after this is going to be us rearranging the plant wall behind Karina and the plant wall right here. It's already been rearranged and cleaned and all that, so that would be the next video. And probably the next video after that is going to be about us creating moss bowls, and we create them in 2 different manners, so you guys can learn from both of us that way. And do we have anything else planned?
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Harper has been doing an amazing job with our Instagram and TikTok, and just creating reels and like super artsy stuff with our plants, and it's been great. So yeah, don't forget to follow us there. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow if you feel compelled to. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of the support thus far. We really appreciate it. We are so excited about this channel, and we can't wait to create more planty content for you and expand our collections and just do hella cute stuff with plants. So yeah, we hope you have a good day, a good night, depending on where you are, and we will talk to you next time.